Hi, following this lesson, we'll have a series of lessons on warm-up and infrastructure planning. Investing time into planning this out is very important. Being in control of your infrastructure will give you stability in your lead flow. A stable lead flow will result in stable and more predictable revenue for cold emailing. Let's start with the concept of warm-up. Warm-up has had a turbulent history, and it all started with a manual approach. People used to send some emails to their friends and colleagues and ask them to reply. These positive interactions told the email service providers that your emails are actually wanted. Seeing this email service provider would then trust you more and improve your reputation. Better reputation equals better inbox placement. A few years later, warm-up evolved into a community-driven network. Systems were created where cold email senders could help each other to warm up their accounts. You didn't have to annoy your friends and family anymore with tons of warm-up emails. This worked for a while, but also relied on the fact that everyone contributed equally. Further, it was still a manual process and quite time-consuming. The next step in the warm-up evolution were systems that worked fully automated. Cold email sequences started to provide networks of email addresses that you could join. An email account in that network was automatically sending, receiving, opening, replying, etc. Basically emulating normal and healthy email conversations at scale. Sounds perfect, right, for the cold emailer? It was, until it wasn't, and Google stepped in. In 2023, Google announced that you are not allowed to use any sort of fully automated warm-up. Additionally, they contacted any providers of such services to stop them immediately. That's why, for instance, Gmail was shut down. Services that did not comply would not be able to go through Google's audit. Without the audit, you are not able to use OAuth 2 to connect their email accounts. OAuth 2 allows you to use Google's own authentication window to connect an email account. Typically, such connection is easier, quicker, and less prone to disconnects. To keep OAuth 2 for our users, we decided to stop offering warm-up for Google email accounts. Now, you may be wondering why Woodpecker now offers warm-up again. Well, most sequencers that went through Google's audit have partnered with external providers. This way, we can offer stable email account connections and still offer warm-up for Google accounts. Now, for full transparency, we do not know if Google actively monitors warm-up and penalizes it. In the end, you have to decide if you want to use automated warm-up for Google email accounts or not. However, there are not many alternatives at scale, and I will explain to you why in the next lessons. See you there.